I've helped over 10,000 women through my online programs lose weight that are over 40, and I'm going to share with you exactly what I've learned in this video. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me, over 50, get in incredible shape. And I've helped all these women that you can see in this picture. That is over 10,000 women that have joined one of my online programs. And I'm going to be covering in this video 10 important things that I've learned that are going to be absolutely essential for you in your own transformation journey. First off, let's hear from Karen, who learned exactly how hard it is to lose weight when you're over 40.
I was very frustrated, even though I'm a knowledgeable person in the gym. I do have experience. I still wasn't able to train myself to get results. I was again relying a lot on cardio. I used to be part of a triathlon group. Oh, and then I went to CrossFit. I went back to CrossFit, which I didn't. Although I got strong, I didn't get any results. I didn't lose any weight. I didn't change my body composition at all. I didn't have to starve myself. I didn't have to go to bed hungry, which is really, really hard to every night be going to bed hungry, also because it affects your sleep. I was still able to lose weight without starving myself, basically, and that getting me on the right macros. One of the successes for me has just been, we're big wine drinkers here, and also to really control that and not be, oh, you need to have that wine because everybody else is having it. Like now I just like, nope, I don't want any.
One of the main things that I've learned with working with older women and transforming my own body, and I'm going to show you a picture here of what I used to look like so you can see I've actually transformed my own body, is it takes you much longer than it did in your younger days to transform your body. Even if you're employing all the right techniques, which I'm going to talk a little bit about in this video, it's going to take you longer. So when I was in a competitive bodybuilding team, and there were other women in my team that were getting ready to go in shows, and they were younger women, they actually built muscle quicker and they lost fat quicker. And both of those things are going to take longer when you get older. So that's the number one thing that I've learned. Now I'm going to talk about the number two thing. But first, let's hear from Ellen Hubbard. Ellen Hubbard was a lifelong runner. She actually discovered that running was not working for her anymore, despite being a lifelong runner. This is what she said.
I'm 49 and I am a lifelong runner. Never had really a problem with weight or anything. My philosophy was always like, well, I'll just go and run it off. I would say a year or two ago, I started noticing my body changing, and I couldn't run it off no matter what I did. Hadn't changed my eating or anything like that. Just started weight training and kind of totally changing my exercise regime. Stopped running, started walking and doing workouts. So I'll do like an arm workout or a leg workout, and then I do the high intensity interval training workout following that. So in 40 minutes, I'm like done and I feel great. And I'm also seeing improvement. Like I did a push-up yesterday, which I could never do before as a runner because I just had no upper body strength whatsoever. It's kind of incredible. I definitely see my body changing. My metabolism is sped up. I just feel better.
So that's the number two thing I've learned. You cannot do what you did in your younger days to get in shape and expect to see results. And in particular, things like tons of cardio do not work anymore. And you've got to lean more into exercises like resistance training. Kat Sherford learned that actually building a body, in other words, building muscle and focusing on her home gym, was the way forward. So let's hear from Kat now.
I'm here in my home gym. I just finished my lower body workout, my tiny little shoebox of a gym. and it works. I wasn't eating carbs. I'm eating carbs. I wasn't losing weight. I've lost weight. I wasn't gaining muscle. I've gained muscle, visible muscle. I feel full. I feel like I get enough to eat. I don't feel hungry all the time. And I don't feel like I'm relying on caffeine anymore for workouts. I'm actually relying on my carbs, which used to be a dirty word for me. So after years and years and years of not having them and watching my husband eat them, I'm back. And I can't tell you how good it feels.
So the third thing I learned, not only with working with those thousands of women, but my own body, is lifting weights, whether it's at home in your home gym or at a gym that you go to. That is going to be the thing that transforms your body over 40, and not tons of cardio. And it doesn't matter whether it's your home gym or a professional gym, you can get great results. And I did this from just actually working out at home with a minimal amount of equipment. I had, during the pandemic, just a couple of dumbbells and a weighted vest and a pull-up bar, and I managed to get amazing results just with that. Julie Duggan is a client of mine that was relying very much on a ketogenic diet when she came to me, but she realised that she wasn't getting the results that she wanted. She'd actually lost a lot of muscle mass. So let's hear from Julie Duggan.
I'm Julie, I'm 59, and it's been an amazing journey. I mean, it really has. I think when I first started with Melissa, I was on this ketogenic diet. I'd been on it for 9 years. I thought it was really healthy, and I wasn't feeling very good. I had no energy, and I couldn't work out why I was just flat, what I call flatlining. And I just put that down to the menopause, wrong diet, changing life, and I just felt I really needed some direction. I was absolutely stuck. You know, where I work, I've got my own business, and I see a lot of people who are my age and they're not walking well, their posture's not right. I never want to become one of those people. You know, I want to be healthy. So for me, seeing Melissa on YouTube, I was just like, she is great. Right, that's the person I need to talk to. I went for the one-to-one program, and the reason for that was I wanted total immersion. What I was doing wasn't working, and I just felt I needed guidance. I needed calorie guidance. I need an exercise program, and I needed accountability as well. I can't be left to my own devices. I'm really naughty. If I've got a bar of chocolate in the house, I'll eat the whole lot. I just can't do that. Having a program and calories and learning to track my calories was fantastic. And honestly, it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I mean, look at me. I am so strong. Can't believe it. This is just a year out of my life. And when I look at myself, the pictures before, I was training, not doing weightlifting. I was doing lots of walks every day, getting out and about. You know, I love the outdoors. I'm in a very different place now. I feel good. I feel really good. My body's thanking me for it. Meal prep is a way of life now. And it's you know, I've just come back from vacation with my sister and the family, and we were going out. I'm like sorting something out, so I'm not going to go off track. I've got a little pot of something to eat. And this is all from the one-to-one training. Total immersion for me is the only way I can embrace anything. I can't dip in or out. I've gone off track loads of times. I had a really bad breakup during this. I started with Melissa, then I had a massive breakup, really hard, went through the floor, as you can imagine. And I thought, what on earth am I doing this program now? And actually, it was the best thing I ever done, because it made me have a routine rather than just turning into a zombie, because I was in shock with everything that had happened, as you can understand. So that gave me a little routine. And my mantra, which has always got me through with Melissa, always, it's an hour out your life, do it. It's an hour out life. It's an hour. It's 15 minutes out your life, Julie, just do it. Because I'd get up here and start giving myself some self-talk about why I couldn't do it, or I wasn't feeling great. And that's it. Once you're in the gym, I just would start with walk and say, I'll see how I go. So no pressure. And then I'd start, and before you know it, I've done my whole routine, you know, and I've done it, clicked off the list, done. Okay, 3 more to go. And that was brilliant for me. So that kept me going. And then having to check in, I mean, accountability is huge, because I've got to stand in front of Melissa and tell her why I haven't done anything, if that was the case. But that never happened, you know, that never happened. So I just carried on and carried on. I moved house, that was huge. And then I got diagnosed with cancer as well, which was another huge, I mean, I'm talking about this like la-di-la, but at the time, actually, it wasn't. And I took a little bit of time out. This came as a shock. I just got checked out and literally it was like, right, you're coming in next week. You're going to have this operation. I was like, right, oh my God. And I thought, well, at least I'm strong and fit. I can do it. And I said to Melissa, this is what I can do. And she was like, great, okay, we're going to just put your program on hold and I'll see you on the other side. And do you know, the surgeon said to me, when I went into checkup, he said, what are you eating? He said, I've never seen anyone recover so quickly in your condition. That's what he said.
The number 4 thing I learned is that diets don't work. And what you need is a nutrition plan that's sustainable for the rest of your life. So you want to move away from that yo-yo dieting mentality and eat optimally for your hormones and eat optimally for your health and for building muscle. I'm going to talk about my number 5 thing that I learned, but let me just talk about a story. So, you know, I often get clients coming to me saying, when they join my program, oh, you know, I'm eating plenty of protein, and this is before they've joined my program, but I'm not seeing results. And then I present them with a meal plan, and they're like, they go off and they start eating from that meal plan, and they say to me, Melissa, I didn't realise what high protein eating actually looked like. And this is like way more protein than I thought. And what I found is it's like really keeping me satisfied. I don't feel hungry. And I'm sort of starting to see incredible results that I didn't see when I was just simply going on a diet. We're going to hear from Jenny here, who incorporated high protein eating, and she also incorporated lifting weights. And this is what she said.
I'm just blown away, really, just by what I've been able to accomplish. And it's been the most amazing transformation. You know, I would never have thought that I would be able to build actual muscle. And believe it or not, I actually did it from home as well too.
So what I've learned with working with women in this age group is that high protein eating will dramatically change your body shape, especially when you put that together with lifting weights. Have you incorporated everything that I'm talking about so far and you are not seeing results? Well, I know I get a lot of emails and comments of my videos where people have said, oh, you know, I'm watching your videos, Melissa, and I'm still not getting the results. That's when I normally ask, are you getting enough sleep? And oftentimes people say, no, I'm sleeping really poorly. So that's the 6th thing that I've learned, is that getting enough sleep is imperative for women over 40. Why? Lack of sleep leads to weight gain. It can lead to insulin resistance. It can lead to hormones like ghrelin and leptin going off, which control your appetite. So it means you get like those sugar cravings and those hunger cravings. So getting enough sleep is actually going to result in better fat loss and in better muscle building. We're going to hear from Stephanie in a minute, who had a massive lesson that she learned when she joined one of our programs.
I went from 180.7 pounds to 162.4 pounds in body fat weight. And I went from 37.5 inches in my waist to 29.5 inches in my waist. That's 18.4 pounds lost. I wanted to be able to walk in a store and buy any kind of clothing that I wanted to buy without feeling insecure or self-conscious. But what I realized is I went from outcome based wise to be more in the present. So I went from like, what can I have in the future to, ooh, I wonder how many jump squats I can do in a row without stopping. There's that term mindset. I totally had a mind shift. And that mind shift was no longer being a victim of menopause, but being a fit, resilient, strong person that can kick menopause in the teeth. And I love it.
Stephanie had a massive mindset shift. And I can't stress this enough. Working on your mindset and getting your mindset right when you're going on a transformation journey is absolutely essential. It's probably the most important thing that I'm talking about in this video, because unless you got that right, it's going to be really hard to implement everything that I'm talking about, because after all, it does require discipline. It requires getting out of your comfort zone as well, which is exactly what Stephanie did. So the key thing that I've learned out of that is joining a gym, joining a program, embarking on a new diet. That isn't going to help in itself unless you've got your mindset right. So it's really important to work on your mindset. Kelly Klaus was one of my clients that found that transforming her body not only helped her look amazing in a bikini, but it actually transformed her entire life. Let's hear from Kelly.
So it's not just that I've gotten stronger and more energetic, but what has really surprised me is that I've become more resilient and confident in other areas of my life too. So it's like it's easier for me to assert myself at work now. People in my life have pointed out that the way I carry myself is changing. I've seen such a huge change in myself.
Kelly Klaus discovered that transforming your body is actually going to improve your entire life, and that's what happened to me. And I wouldn't be talking to you now if I hadn't transformed my body and then kind of had this huge epiphany, this huge growth in confidence, and just feeling a whole lot better in my own skin had helped me just transform every aspect of my life, my relationships, my work, which transformed into a business, and my overall health. So that's the key number 8 thing that I've learned, is transforming your body is actually going to help you transform your entire life. We heard from Jenny earlier, and when Jenny joined my program, her mobility was not good. She had really bad knees and she couldn't even squat when she joined my 8-week challenge, which is one of the most challenging workouts that I have in my program. But she didn't give up. She persevered, and let's hear from Jenny now.
You know, I have really bad knees. So, I mean, before I couldn't squat or do anything. Now I can squat with weights. I can do the Bulgarian, what are they called?
Bulgarian split squats.
I'm doing them with a weighted vest at the moment because I bought one on Amazon and it was 15 kilos. And I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was a good idea at the time. And it turned out I couldn't walk with it, but I can actually do other exercises. So it worked out quite well. Yeah.
So the key thing I've learned is your body is never going to be perfect when you get to this stage in life. You are going to suffer from mobility issues. You potentially will be more prone to injury, and it might take you longer to recover from injury. But it's important to focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. And there's always room for improvement, so you can absolutely, like Jenny did, improve your mobility. So she ended up doing 10 sets of 10 squats on that program after having bad knees. So it is absolutely possible to improve your mobility, but you have to be careful. So you do have to protect yourself from injury with things like stretching and warming up. I'm going to talk about my own journey with fatigue. So back at age 54, I did find that I went into this period of extreme fatigue. And at first, I didn't quite know what it was about because I'd had COVID, I'd competed in bodybuilding shows, and I just put it down to that. But I just never seemed to, try as I might, get more sleep, take more rest, really get a normal sense of kind of feeling okay and not tired all the time. And what I've learned from that and working with thousands of women is this is normal at this stage in life. So Feeling tired is absolutely normal, and what you need to do is kind of prioritize aspects of your fitness. So don't give up fitness. Carry on walking, carry on lifting 3 times a week, and you will experience, your energy coming back if you do that exercise. But just don't give up, because eventually you are going to feel better. But do listen to your body and take rest when you need it. That was the 10 most important things I've learned with working over 10,000 women that have been through my paid for programs like the 8-week transformation challenge. And if you would like to take part in my signature program, the 8-week transformation challenge, and win potentially $20,000, that's what the top prize is, then do click the link below to find out more and register. If it's not going on at the moment, you can register and go on the wait list. And if it is going on, you can absolutely sign up to take part. Let me know in the comments section if you have learned anything from this video that is helpful for your own journey.